वेलकम बैक फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू बुक लवर्स। एक बुक रिव्यू चैनल है ये। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू स्पीक अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर बुक, गुरुदत्त, an unfinished story. There are close to 308 pages in this book. It's quite a big book, but the thing is, once you start the first page of the book, you will not stop till you have reached the 308th page. That is the beauty of this book. This book is one of those favorite book of mine that I have read very fast. The other two books are The Painted House by John Grisham and Avarna by Dr. S.L. Bhairappa. Once you pick up the book, you don't feel like keeping it down. That is this book. Very, very good in terms of writing. The language is simple, easy to read, but full of emotions. The story about this person, the great legendary filmmaker of India, Gurudutt, is captivating. Is full of highs and lows. It's a story of a person who has risen to the zenith of filmmaking. This person, Gurudutt, his style of direction is taught in schools, in acting schools, in teaching direction schools. This person's method of acting, this person's method of direction is taught in direction schools around the world. Around the world, people know about this person. Once you start reading the book, you will go from one page to other, and you'll keep just going on and on and on. You will just keep going on and on. It starts with a film festival in Berlin, 1963. Gurudutt and Wahida Rahman meet there for the last. It was probably one of their last meetings. Gurudutt was born in Karnataka in a place called Padukone. I came to know about this very late. I thought that he was a Bengali because Gurudutt sounds a very Bengali name. Gurudutt's father's name was Shiv Shankar Rao Padukone and his mother's name was Vasanti Padukone. Gurudutt had an interest for arts, and because of that, he took interest in many things which are related to artistic nature. It's a sad story. This book is a story about a person who has seen difficult times. He fought everything, rose to the top in his career. He built a big house in Pali Hill. Then he pulled that house down. He could not sleep in that house. He writes somewhere in this book, घर ना होने की तकलीफ से घर होने की तकलीफ भयंकर होती है. This particular line tells you how deep this book would be. Once you buy this book, you will feel that you are being part of a journey of a man who went through so much of success, so much of money, so much of wealth, but also so much of sadness in his life. A pioneer who brought many new technologies to Indian cinema, a legendary who will always be remembered for his work. He gave many hit films. In his short career, he died at a very young age of 39 years. He attempted suicide thrice. This book covers everything about this person, almost. After reading this book, I want to read the book written by his mother. I want to know the mother's perspective. This book is written by Yasir Usman. About the nature of the person, he was a very good son, a very good boss. He had a very difficult marriage. We don't know. As readers, we will not be able to know in actual fact what was the story. In this particular book, the writer is trying his best to tell you the story. But there will be definitely many aspects which we will never know. This book is like you are seeing what is happening in front of your eyes. In his journey, there is one uncle called Bibi Benegal who helps Gurudutt to rediscover himself. There are certain lines in this book which tells you why you should read this book. Why this book is different from all other biographies. I'll read you one line in particular. डायरेक्टर बनना था, डायरेक्टर बन गया. एक्टर बनना था, एक्टर बन गया. पिक्चर अच्छा बनाना था, पिक्चर अच्छा बनाना था, अच्छे बने. पैसा है, सब कुछ है, पर कुछ भी नहीं रहा. गुरुदत्त. This line tells you the kind of life he led. He was a very good friend. The conflict in his marriage is something for you to understand about that aspect of the story. Because we are very small people to make any comment on that aspect. Because that person was a genius. If you read this book, you'll understand. He tells that he is not bothered about how much money is spent on pursuing the pure form of art. He is more concerned about the art being correct. The movie turning out beautiful was of critical importance to him. Each and every page of this book tells you a story about him. This is a crazy book, when you say crazy, not in the wrong sense, but in the right sense. I have never read anything like this. I have never ever in my life read any book like this. This book, Gurudutt. You feel for the person when you read the book. You feel for everybody in this book, everybody who, be it anyone, be it his wife, Geeta Dutt, be his mother, his sister, Lalita Lajmi, the beautiful time as Gurudutt and his wife. They also had a very good, beautiful time. They used to go for fishing. How that particular thing changed into something else. And India lost, on the contrary, the world lost one of its greatest directors ever. This is his story. This is Gurudutt's story. And the writer has rightly said, an unfinished story. Someday I definitely feel someone will make a movie on this. But to bring out that sensibility, that particular thing. For example, Gurudutt was a movie fan, he liked movies, but he did not ever like to go to movie parties. When you read this book, you will never have a second thought on why I bought this book. You will always say that is one of the best decisions I did, getting this book. Because how does this help you? Everybody's life goes through, my life, your life, everybody's life goes through highs and lows. There will always be time when you feel sad, we feel lonely. Books help you understand it from another perspective. So it becomes a good investment. We always learn from somebody's stories. Gurudutt was the one who brought that changes of cinematic brilliance. If you watch movies like Pyasa, Kagaj Ke Phool, for example, that particular camera angle that goes close to your face and then goes out of and zooms out, and you see that person standing at the door with his hand in a sort of crucifixion form, where he says, "Ye duniya agar mil bhi jaye to kya hai?" Gurudutt was one of the best. It's a great loss that we lost someone so brilliant at the age of 39. Because imagine the type of movies he would have made. It would have been nice to see him happy. Because he had the innocence of a child. This book also tells about the story where it rains and he goes out to see that rain. When you read this book, there are so many personalities. He's full of vigor. He's full of energy. He's full of a different kind of soul. Great book. A great story makes for a great book. The story was so great that this book had to be great. I would definitely like to read the other book written by his mother. My recommendation for this book is definitely read it. Definitely read it. It's a life-changing book. It gives you so many thoughts. He was a very good boss. When you say if his movies were a hit, he used to give bonuses, huge bonuses. Who does that? People loved him for a reason. I can go on and on and on. That book also has some beautiful images from that time. Memories by his mother, stories of his brothers, his father, his sons, his children's, about the Lonavala farmhouse where he used to go when he used to feel sad. He was a different kind of person altogether. If you want to know someone who is very different from the routine people you meet, you have to read this book. You have to definitely read this book. With this, we come to the end of this review. I hope I had done some justice to the review. If I had made any mistake, I am definitely sorry, because this is the first time in any video I am telling this. I am saying sorry if I have made any mistake, because I am addressing a great legendary movie director called Dutt. See you again. Bye bye and take care.